texted my old friend, Jenna. She replied instantly, "You saw that too? Unreal." I watched my old high school bully become a local hero, community leader, charity speaker, the whole thing. Everyone adored him, but those of us who remembered what he was really like couldn't just sit quietly. So I reached out to old classmates, and together, we pulled down the mask he'd worn for years. It wasn't about revenge at first, but it kind of turned into that. When I first saw his face on the local news, I almost dropped my phone. Ethan Brooks, my high school nightmare, smiling under a headline that said, "Local man inspires youth with anti-bullying campaign." The irony nearly made me choke. This was the guy who once taped Loser to my locker for an entire semester. But now he was the hero? The inspiration? Yeah, sure. For a while, I told myself to let it go. People change, right? Maybe he'd grown up. But the more interviews I saw, the more it bugged me. He talked about standing up for the little guy. I remembered him shoving that same little guy into trash cans. Every clip felt like watching someone rewrite my own history in public. I texted my old friend Jenna, who used to make cry in gym class. She replied instantly, "You saw that too?" Unreal. That one message turned into a group chat, a small army of people who had stories just like mine. We all watched him rise while trying not to gag. A few weeks later, the town was holding some charity gala where he'd be honored with a Community Hero Award. Someone in our group suggested we write a joint post. Nothing nasty, just the truth. So we did. We each shared our piece, tagged him, and used the same hashtag he'd built his brand around. At first it got ignored, but then a few bigger local pages picked it up by evening. The comments under his latest Be Kind post looked very different. People started asking questions, reporters messaged us, and the next day he quietly disabled his Instagram. I didn't feel triumphant, just lighter. Like we'd balanced something that had been off for years. He never apologized. I didn't expect him to. But when the gala came around, his name was no longer on the guest list. Sometimes I wonder if he really had changed or if he just got better at pretending. Either way, the truth caught up. It always does, eventually. And this is what happened. When